Well, this is a new angle I've never tried before. Welcome to my pantry. It's a mess. I'm gonna start with that. I've done no tidying at all. This is just the way that it is. This is how we've been living in it. This is like the only place in the house we keep food outside of like the refrigerator and freezer. So we keep everything in here. We keep small appliances in here. I know we're very lucky with this gigantic pantry. When we like redid the shelves, I think in like January, I think it was MLK weekend when I did that. Anyway, we took everything out, we put in the new shelf system, and then we chose not to paint. And now I'm regretting that. I wish we had painted. I feel like that was kind of a mistake not painting, just because some of the holes we patched I didn't cover up, and we didn't have a matching paint for the color that was already in here. And I didn't realize that until it was too late. So now we just have sort of a splotchy pantry, and it's driving me crazy. So the plan today is to paint it so that it won't drive me crazy anymore. I think it's gonna be fine. I know it's gonna be a big undertaking, but painting the library was also a very large undertaking. So I have confidence that I can do it, and I think it'll be good to like take everything out, go through everything, make sure we don't have any expired things. We do a really good job of like going through what we have. We have some hot sauces that are old though, because we don't use a whole lot of hot sauce. We don't have a whole lot of canned goods. I'm just looking at like what we do have. But I think when I bring everything back in, it'll be really nice to have a new organization system. I think what we've got right now kind of works for us, but I would like to make a few changes. So that's the plan. I wanted to just kind of give you a little intro. Hello and welcome. It's still like super hot and humid outside. We're still in that ring of fire. It's, what is it, 90 something degrees outside. Feels like 100 something degrees outside. But today I want to tackle some home project stuff. So we are going to get started on the pantry today. Lucky for you, you don't have to listen to me talk the whole time. I'm going to turn the camera off while I empty out the pantry. You don't need to see that. I'm just going to basically take everything out of here and put it on the kitchen counter and like the table, just sorting it by like food or by category, you know, group of whatever appliance or food it is. So I think it'll be good. I'm very excited to get this done because this has been plaguing me since we installed the closet system, because I had immediate regrets, but did not have the time to take it all out again and repaint at that time. But I do have the time now, and surprisingly I have the motivation to do it now as well. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up now and get started because I am procrastinating, but I will show you guys when I get started. Most of this video I think is going to be like pantry reorganization, not so much painting, because painting is boring, in my opinion. And if I do something fun in here, I have an idea for doing something fun in here, like painting wise. If I decide to do that, I'll let you know and you'll see that. But for the rest of it, I mean, I'll show you our paint color, but I'm not gonna make you watch me like do the tedious stuff like taking this stuff out and paint, because that's boring. But for like the reorganization stuff, which is what I'm most looking forward to, I'll share some of that with you guys, and if I do something fun with the paint. Goodbye for now. I'm gonna get to work, and when you see me again, I will probably be very sweaty, but I think it's all for a good cause, right? Good morning. It is several days later. The pantry has been painted, and there is a surprise in there. I ended up doing a little bit of an accent wall, and I'm really like super proud of it. It's very pretty. It's a continuation of the pattern that we did here in the kitchen on the backsplash. So we've got a little bit of green, we've got a little bit of gold. I didn't go overboard, did not do the whole room, just like the first half of the room, so we'll be able to see it when we walk in, but it's not going to be too distracting because this is a pantry. So we wanted it to be pretty. This is our castle. We live here and love this, and we want every room to bring us joy, so this is going to bring us a little bit of joy. So today is the day we're going to put everything back in, and I am so excited because we've got stuff all over the house. We've got stuff on this table back over here behind me. We've got stuff on the other table in the dining room. We've got stuff not in the pantry, and I'm just ready to put it all back in. Which leads me to this stack of goodies right here. We ran to TJ Maxx the other night and found these pantry bins because I wanted something like this to keep our stuff in the pantry. And the thing is, like, we have some baskets, but the baskets that we have are not clear. The thing about clear bins is that you can see what you have, so when you go to the store, you're not buying a whole bunch of stuff that you already have. So now we have clear bins. I don't know if we're gonna use all of them. We got 4 sets of 3, so we have 12. I don't know if we're gonna use them all. We will see. But I think we're gonna replace the bins that we have. We have 4 bins. I would like to just make a little bit more sense. So first step, before we start organizing, because I'm getting ahead of myself, first step is to put all of the brackets and shelves back in the pantry. That's my least favorite part, but I think it's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick, and then we'll get started reorganizing the pantry. Okay, now I think I'm ready to put all the stuff in the pantry. I've filmed this clip a couple of times and I was not ready. So shelves are back in. I have washed the shelf liners. What I did is I just laid it out, rubbed it down with soap and water and dried them off. So those are nice and clean. I rehung this. I put these plates back on. The fridge is in. So I'm ready to start putting stuff in the pantry. And I think instead of starting with food, because we've got like these are all drink stuff here, coffee syrups and like cocktail syrups. TJ Maxx is the great place to buy those. But anyway, teas and stuff over here. We've got food down here, food over here, and then we've got, you know, like Ziploc bags and stuff. Instead of starting with this stuff though, I think I'm gonna start with the like appliances, the small appliances over here, just because food I can condense and stack and organize into bins, and this stuff is not gonna change size. So I think I'm gonna start by putting all of this stuff in the pantry first and then organize the food second. So let me get some of this stuff in the pantry and then we'll take a look at what it looks like. The pantry is done. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I started at like 9. I'm a wreck, but that's okay. It's done. I've got everything in here. I'm happy. I think it's organized in a better way. So let me turn the camera around and show you what it looks like. We have stuff in the pantry. I know I told you that I was gonna start with like the appliances and stuff. I think that's where I left off because truth be told, I got started and then I was on a roll and I didn't pick up the camera until now. So I think the last thing I said was like putting the appliances in first. I did do that. And then I added in like I want to call them paper products, but like Ziploc bags, parchment paper, paper plates and cups. And then I started adding in the food. So I have things sort of sorted a little bit. This is our beverage shelf. So we have like hot chocolate and collagen protein powder, and then a plethora of coffee syrups. And then these are our tea bins. So we've got lots and lots of tea. This is all decaf here. We've got black tea in the back, and then we have lots of green tea. We don't need to buy any more tea. We have water bottles and water down here and a random lunchbox down here. This is our well, this is one of 2 keto shelves, 3 keto shelves. So we've got like keto shakes, sugar replacements. So this is Swerve confectioner's sugar, brown sugar, and then granulated sugar, but it's like not actually sugar. Keto baking mixes, and then like almond flour, coconut flour, and also gluten-free flours in there. And then the next shelf up, we've got keto snacks. This was one of the biggest messes in our pantry before. So nothing was accessible, and now it's sorted in our beautiful clear plastic bins so we can see. This one is meats, so we've got like beef sticks, the chopsticks in the back. and like beef jerky, and then like tuna pouches here. These are like cheese crackers. I love these, the Asiago and pepper jack ones. These are my favorite though. These are so good. I get these from Thrive Market and I love them. Keto crackers, like chocolatey snacks, Quest chips and bars, and then like nuts here on the end. And then up here, I just put chips and dip here. These are all like dip mixes, but chips are gonna go there. I don't know, I had space and I was like, whatever. And then I have keto noodles and then keto breakfast cereals. And then going up one, this is all of our like non-keto baking stuff. At the very top, it's all like surplus, what do you call that, back stock or bulk items. There we go. So we've got extra paper towels, soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce, baking molasses, corn syrup, and then Everclear. Most of this stuff on that top shelf, and then over here most of this is for like holiday baking. So we've got cookie cutters and then like foil pie tins in both of those. Let's go down a shelf. This is all non-keto stuff. So non-keto baking mixes back there. Yeah, all of that is non-keto baking mix. And then we've got like crackers and popcorn, and then we have like pasta. So oats and rice behind. Then we've got like a big box of the Kraft mac and cheese, and then these two are just like elbow noodles and then ramen noodles. Coming down, we've got our peanut butter and jelly shelf. We have peanut butter, pancake syrup, honey, jelly, jam, that sort of thing. And then you've seen this shelf already and this shelf. So over here we have all of our paper products. And then coming up a shelf, we've got a bin over here with our onions and garlic. These were not in a bin before, so it's nice that they have a bin now. And then we have like cooking oils and vinegars. This is like broth. And then we have some sauces, condiments, more cooking sauces, and then our jarred olives and like pickled jalapenos and a lot of tapenades, and then some cans back here. We don't have a whole lot of canned goods anymore. So, I mean, I don't really use a whole lot of canned goods cooking. We've got a couple of soups, and for the most part, most of what I use out of a can, not gonna lie, refried beans and cranberry sauce are what kind of come out of the can the most, and then also black olives. But to be truthful, those black olives might not make it because I'm tempted to just bust them open and eat them. Anyway, going up, we have our collection of crock pots. We have so many of these. This is our juicer. I love this guy, and our blender. And then we've got some Tupperware up here, and it's difficult to say what this is. If I call it like home gifts, I don't know if that's gonna make sense to anybody, but like we have a couple of like cheese platters and a cutting board and some knife kits, a couple of cast iron skillets. Those are just nice if you know someone who's moving into a house, but we're just keeping those in here just because they go with all the rest of this stuff. And then we have our roasting pan and other like electric appliances back there, like our immersion blender and electric knife, that sort of thing. Big soup pots, roasting pans up top, extra plates and bowls in case we break the ones we have, empty glass jars, and then travel containers. So I think it's good. I'm pretty happy, I'm not gonna lie. All of our Ziploc bags are sorted by size. So I mean, I think it's just gonna make so much more sense using this, and we have a little more space. And I didn't purge a whole lot of stuff, but I purged everything that was expired, so it was nice. We didn't get rid of anything that we, you know, are gonna need. Clearly, if it's expired, we don't need to replace it because we haven't used it, so we don't need to buy anything like that to replace what's expired. If we didn't use it before, we're not gonna use it now, so. Anyway, it feels so good that this project is done. I'm looking at my beautiful walls, and none of them are splotchy with, like, all of the paint matches on all of the walls. We don't have any weird places where I tried to make the paint match and it didn't, like we did before. If you saw the first pantry video where we installed these shelves, you know what I'm talking about. I'm really happy, and I'm so happy it's done. I think it's gonna make everything a whole lot easier for us to use. this gets me excited to cook. Like looking at these butter chicken sauces right here, these, I got these from Aldi. I think I want to make this for dinner sometime, so I'm excited. I'm really happy. So that's it. Pantry's done. I'm very happy, and you guys will see me in another video really, really soon. Bye!